Hello, RUW Universe. It is I, your RUW World Heavyweight Champion, Bad Attitude Alexander Kelly. Now, for the past month, I'd say, there's been one guy who's been on my mind. And that one guy being the nemesis James Taylor. He's been on my mind for a solid month because, he wants to sit here and say that championships don't matter and shit like that. Shit like, he's over here saying I don't have the balls to have this happen to me. James, listen. You are correct when you said championships don't matter, because they don't. But you want to know the only reason why I'm now carrying the RUW World Heavyweight Championship for the third time? It's because I've earned it, and I've deserved it, and because people don't take me seriously until I have something on my shoulders, whether it's a championship or a chip on my shoulders. People don't take me seriously if I really don't mean anything. But then there's the shit you said about, oh, you don't have the balls to get cut with a pizza cutter, or are you really willing to get cut with a pizza cutter? James, yes, I am. I've said it once and I've said it again. I'm tired of being underutilized, and I'm tired of being doubted, and I'm tired of people not thinking that when I say I'm willing to do something, I'm actually willing to do something. I'm a man of my word. People don't understand that. When I tell people to hit me with a chair, when I tell people to smash my back with glass, when I tell people to slice my forehead open with a pizza cutter, I mean it. And I want them to do it. But James, for the past 2 years now, I have not been happy at all. Within the past 2 years, I have been in relationships, and I've had relatively good stuff happen to me, but throughout that entire time, I really haven't been happy, and I really haven't felt happy. You want to know why? Because despite those good things happening to me, there is one thing that I did not have, and it's one thing that I continue to not have. So I will forever be unhappy until I get it back. And that thing is my backyard wrestling career. Everyone wants to sit here and tell me to try and try and try to get noticed by a backyard wrestling company, failing to realize I have been trying for the past 2 years, because I've been trying to make my mark on social media. What more do I have to do, James? And then there we go again with the whole doubting and underutilizing and not seeing what I can really bring to a backyard wrestling company. People fail to realize, well, people unlike you, James, because you actually see the passion and the dedication in me. That is why you give me advice, because you want me to succeed. And I appreciate that. I appreciate the advice. But I'll say it again, I don't need it. Because I know what I am doing as the owner of RUW, as the RUW World Heavyweight Champion, as a backyard wrestler. when I tell people that I have been training, not recently because I don't have anywhere to fucking train, but when I tell people that I have trained, they don't believe me. And I think that's the reason backyard wrestling companies fail to utilize me, because they don't think that I have what it takes to actually get that training. But back to what I was saying, you told me that you see the passion and dedication that I have. So why don't you start telling backyard wrestling companies what I can bring to the table? Because whether it's WEF or RUW, when you think of those two companies, one person comes to mind, and it's me. Because I am the man who has made the biggest impact and the biggest changes in those companies that backyard wrestling has ever seen. I fought Destroyer at WEF Showdown 2021. The match was so good. I got noticed by TBW. I went to TBW. The experience didn't really go to plan, but I still got noticed by TBW. So James, I know I haven't been in the backyard wrestling ring for about 2 years, almost to the date. But like I said, I've been trying to make my mark on social media, and I don't know what more I can do. TBW said that they don't want me right now. They said that in an email. Kind of ticked me off a little bit. No backyard wrestling company wants me right now, and the ones that do are over 3 hours away where I don't have transportation. And that kind of fucking sucks. But James, me and you, we're actually similar. We're very similar. You see, me and you both have a thing for wanting to beat the living hell out of people. Whether it's people like Atomic Titan, or whether it's just some random dude standing across the ring from us, me and you get excited when we beat the living hell out of people. Me and you get excited when we hear the sound that the blood makes when it hits the canvas. Me and you get excited when we hear a chair hit somebody in the back. Me and you get excited when people go through tables. Me and you get excited when people get hurt. But here's the difference. You are from a generation of backyard wrestlers who don't belong here anymore, because a new generation has stepped in to take control. James, you are, if you're not about to be, 40 years old. Me, I'm 18. So James, step aside. Let the new generation step in. And instead of giving people advice, why don't you see what they can do yet?